All right, ready for a deep dive.
Oh, wait.
Today, we're diving into Tantra.
Oh, interesting.
And just to be clear, we're not just talking, uh, the spicy stuff.
Right.
Though we will get there.
It's more about personal transformation, flipping those conventional ideas, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about uncovering a deeper experience of reality, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Experiencing rather than just knowing.
It's like, imagine a blind man suddenly seeing. He's not just learning about light, he's experiencing it directly. Color, form, everything. That's Tantra.
I love that analogy. Okay, so to guide us, we've got 2 volumes of the Vijnana Bhairav Tantra.
Classic.
And it's a dialogue, which is cool, between Shiva and Devi.
It's much more interesting than your typical philosophy text, that's for sure.
Way more engaged. And that dynamic, between Shiva and Devi, it's important.
How so?
Well, it highlights that connection, that trust that's needed for real understanding. When you're truly connected with someone, you're much more open to what they have to say, to their wisdom.
That's so true. So we're not talking about rigid rules or anything like that?
Not at all. This is passionate, intimate. It's about connection.
So how does Tantra actually challenge conventional thinking?
It's radically accepting. Like, it doesn't shy away from desires, emotions, even anger or lust. Instead of pushing them down, Tantra says, be aware of them, understand them, and then you can transcend them.
Okay, no strict rules then, huh? Not in the way you might think.
So no commandments. What's the guiding principle then?
Duality. Good versus bad, pure versus impure. Tantra sees those as constructs, not truths.
It's about seeing the world in its wholeness, not labeling.
Ah, I see. So instead of saying this is good or this is bad, you just experience it.
Exactly.
To fully understand, is there an example of this in the text?
Shiva actually says, and I quote, emphasizing morality is degrading and inhuman.
Wow.
It's about embracing everything, darkness and light. It's all part of us.
That's pretty powerful. So accepting who we are, all parts.
Yes, and that leads to another key idea, deconstructing the self.
The ego.
Exactly. Uncovering the true self beyond our desires and thoughts.
So seeing through the ego, not feeding it.
Yes. Imagine the mind like a river, constantly flowing. We often mistake the current, the thoughts and emotions, for who we are.
Oh, I like that.
Tantra's like, hold on, step back from the current. You're not the water. You're the observer.
So we're not our thoughts, but the observer of them.
Exactly.
There's that story, right, about Rinzai and his master.
Yes. Rinzai's master tells him to go figure out, where is this I?
It makes you think, where do we cling to that I in our own lives? Fascinating. But how do we do that? How do we find that true self?
Well, Tantra's not just about thinking about these things. It's about embodiment, direct experience. That's where the techniques come in.
Okay, so how does this philosophy become action?
One of the most basic practices, breath work.
Interesting.
Yeah, just being aware of your breath, that rhythm, it connects you to the present moment.
Sounds deceptively simple.
Right. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye.
I bet. But there's more, right?
Yeah.
What other things do people find in the text?
Sound is huge. Like the sound AUM or even chanting your own name.
Your own name.
It can create a real shift in awareness, even if it sounds a bit out there.
I'll have to try that.
And it's not all, chanting. Tantra's about finding the extraordinary in the everyday. Even listening to music or enjoying your meal can be a path to deeper awareness. It's all about how you approach it.
I love that. So it's bridging the spiritual and the everyday.
Exactly.
Okay, before we move on, we got to address the elephant in the room.
Uh-oh, what's that?
When people think Tantra, one thing comes to mind, and it usually involves 2 people.
Yeah, I get it. The connection between Tantra and sexuality, it definitely gets people's attention.
For sure. So let's just address it head on. What's the deal with Tantra and sex?
It's not about what you might think, not just indulgence.
Okay.
And it's not about repression either.
Okay, so no extreme.
Right. Tantra recognizes that sexual energy is powerful, but it's not something to be afraid of. It's a force for transformation if you use it consciously.
So how does that actually work?
Well, the text talks about local and general experience during sex.
Okay. What's the difference?
Well, that's something we're going to dive into much deeper in the next part of our deep dive. We'll really break down Tantra's approach to sexuality and explore how it can totally change how we experience intimacy, connection, the whole thing.
You've got me on the edge of my seat now.
All right, listeners, that's it for part 1 of our Tantra deep dive. Make sure to come back for part 2, where we'll get into even more, well, interesting stuff. So last time we were talking about how Tantra approaches sexuality.
Right.
And you mentioned this idea of shifting from a local experience to a general one.
Can you unpack that a little more for us? What does that actually mean?
Well, you can think of it this way. A local experience is like zeroing in on one instrument in an entire orchestra.
So,
You might hear that one instrument really well, but you're missing the whole symphony.
right.
And Tantra is about experiencing the whole thing, all the sensations, the emotions, the energy.
So we're expanding beyond just the physical.
Exactly.
But how do we actually do that?
That's where those practices we talked about come in,
Okay.
like breath work.
Right.
Breathing together consciously can synchronize your energy and deepen the connection.
So you create a shared experience through the breath.
Yes. And Tantra suggests that when you approach intimacy with this awareness, you can tap into another level of energy and pleasure. But remember, it's not just about the physical. Tantra embraces the full spectrum of experience,
Which includes...
pleasure and pain.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
It's like that saying, you can't have the rainbow without the rain.
Right.
Just like there are valleys and hills in nature, pleasure and pain are two sides of the same coin.
Okay.
We try to chase pleasure, avoid pain, but Tantra says embrace both.
That's a pretty radical concept.
It is?
But if we're not judging or suppressing our experiences, how do we deal with those difficult emotions?
That's such a good question.
Because let's be real, they come up.
They do, especially in relationships.
So for example, let's say someone does something that's hurtful or, immoral.
Right.
How would Tantra approach that?
Well, instead of judging them, try to understand what's at the root of their behavior.
Instead of saying they're a bad person, it's what's motivating them to act this way.
Exactly. You're cultivating compassion and understanding.
Even when it's hard.
Even then. Because it's about recognizing that we're all interconnected.
We are.
Oh, yeah. We're all part of this big cosmic dance.
I like that.
And our actions, thoughts, emotions, they all have a ripple effect on the world around us.
So when you really grasp that, it changes how you interact with everyone.
Yes, even the difficult ones.
It takes a lot of self-awareness
It does, and presence.
to detach from your immediate reaction.
Yes,
And
and to approach the situation with understanding and compassion.
Absolutely. Which brings us to another practice.
Oh.
Surrender.
Ah.
What does that even mean?
It sounds passive, doesn't it?
It does. Like giving up control.
Yeah.
Letting life just happen to you.
Not quite.
So what is it then?
Surrender in Tantra is more about letting go
Letting go of what?
of that need to control every every outcome.
Okay.
It's about trusting that the universe has a plan
Trusting the process.
and allowing things to unfold naturally.
So not passive then, but choosing to not resist
Going with the flow.
instead of swimming upstream.
Exactly.
But so much of our suffering does come from that resistance, from wishing things were different.
It does.
Okay, so we've talked about acceptance. We've talked about surrender.
Right?
What about action? How do we actually live in the world?
Tantra has something to say about that too.
Really?
We exist in a society,
We do.
and Tantra offers guidance on how to navigate that authentically.
Authenticity, I like that word.
It's about recognizing that our true nature is pure consciousness and aligning our actions with that awareness.
So not just doing whatever you feel like in the moment.
No.
It's about acting with integrity
Exactly.
from a place of self-knowledge.
Yes. Here's another way to think about it. Tantra sees the social world as a kind of game,
Game.
a play.
Okay.
We participate, we play our roles, but we don't get overly attached to the outcome.
We're like actors on a stage,
Exactly.
putting on costumes, playing a character.
We engage with all of it, the complexities, the dramas,
Right.
but we maintain a sense of detachment.
So we can feel joy, sadness, love, loss.
Everything.
But those emotions don't define us.
Exactly.
How do you do that?
That, my friend, is where awareness comes in.
That mindful attention we talked about.
Yes, you cultivate that witness consciousness.
Observing your thoughts and emotions without getting carried away by them.
Like watching clouds drift by.
Okay.
You can appreciate their beauty without letting them dictate your mood.
You see them. You acknowledge them, but you don't cling to them.
And as you do that, you start to see through the illusions that keep you trapped in suffering.
Powerful.
It is.
But it takes practice to reach that level of detachment.
For sure.
You mentioned breath work. Can you tell me more about how that helps?
The Vijnana Bhairav Tantra actually talks about breath as a bridge
A bridge.
between the body and mind,
Okay.
the physical and spiritual.
Like that.
One technique focuses on the outgoing breath,
What's so special about the outgoing breath?
That moment of emptiness, that pause between the exhale and the inhale,
Yeah.
that can be a gateway to experiencing the void.
The void.
That stillness at the heart of existence.
Wow.
It's like a glimpse into the infinite.
Just by paying attention to your breath,
Yes.
you can connect with something so much bigger than yourself.
Exactly. And there are a lot of different techniques that use the breath in different ways.
To connect to that flow of energy within us.
Exactly.
So we're not just breathing to survive, we're breathing to connect, to awaken, to transform.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It is. And that reminds me of something else the text talks about.
What's that?
Mantras.
Ah, yes.
And I know what you're thinking. Most people think of chanting AUM.
Which is very powerful.
It is.
But Tantra takes it a step further.
Even further.
It suggests that even your own name can be a mantra.
Wait, what? Your own name? How does that work?
Think about it. Your name, it's repeated constantly throughout your life.
True.
It's so closely tied to your identity.
It is.
By chanting your own name, you create a little space between you and that label, that identity.
You realize, I am not my name.
Yes.
I'm not the roles that I play.
Exactly. It's another way to deconstruct that ego.
I love how Tantra uses these unexpected techniques.
It's all about finding what works for you, what resonates with your being.
There's that playfulness again.
Experiment, explore, discover.
It takes the pressure off.
It does.
It's not about these rigid rules.
That's not about that.
It's about finding what helps you connect to that deeper awareness.
To that interconnectedness.
Which reminds me, Tantra doesn't just want you to see the interconnectedness within yourself.
Right.
It wants you to see the beauty in everything around you,
Yeah.
even the stuff that makes you uncomfortable.
That's a perfect segue to our next topic.
Is it now?
But let's save that for the final part of our deep dive.
Oh, you're killing me with these cliffhangers.
We'll be right back.
So we left off talking about seeing beauty in unexpected places.
It's about shifting your perspective.
In what way?
We label things, right? Beautiful, ugly, pure, impure.
We do.
But those are just labels based on our beliefs and Tantra challenges. It's like, look beyond the labels, see the inherent beauty in everything.
So it's finding the extraordinary in the ordinary.
Yes.
But we talked about that with everyday stuff. This seems bigger.
It is.
Give me an example.
Imagine a wilted flower.
Okay.
Most people, they see that, they think it's past its prime, maybe even ugly.
Yeah, I can see that.
But a tantric practitioner might see it as like a symbol of the cycle of life and death. A reminder that everything changes, nothing lasts forever.
It's about the process, not just the final product.
Yes. Seeing the flower's whole journey.
Not just one moment.
And that changes things, that awareness.
How so?
You start to see the beauty in everything, and you realize we're all connected, part of this web of life.
And that even those things we shy away from can teach us something.
Exactly.
We've talked about the individual journey in Tantra.
We have.
But you mentioned connection with others.
Right.
How does that fit in?
Self-awareness is crucial, but it's not about isolating yourself.
Oh, okay.
It's actually the opposite.
How so?
Tantra says that through self-realization, through understanding your true nature,
Yeah.
that's how you connect authentically with others.
So being more present in our relationships.
Yes. And the text talks about love.
Here we go, the L word.
It's not just romantic love, though.
What kind of love are we talking about then?
It's a love that goes beyond the ego,
Okay.
rooted in compassion, understanding,
Recognizing that we're all human,
seeing that divine spark in everyone,
even with their, flaws.
especially then.
So less about finding your other half, more about realizing we're already whole.
Beautifully said.
And when you come from that place
Yes.
of wholeness,
Yeah,
it changes how you approach relationships.
it does. You're not looking for someone to complete you.
You're already complete.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You love others because of their inherent beauty and value.
Not because you need them.
That's a huge shift.
It is.
And it's not always easy.
What helps?
Practice,
Nice.
not just effort.
Does the text say anything about how to cultivate that kind of love?
It does. And this is where a teacher can be really helpful.
The guru.
Exactly.
I was wondering when that would come up.
It's a common thread. Many traditions emphasize the guru.
And Tantra is no different.
The text talks about finding a guru who embodies the principles.
So not just someone who talks the talk.
Right, someone who walks the walk.
Because that relationship, guru and disciple,
It's unique.
it's
Built on trust, surrender.
There's that word again, surrender.
It's a big deal in Tantra.
Why?
It's about opening yourself to a wisdom beyond your own,
Trusting the universe or the guru,
that they have your best interests at heart.
letting go of control.
Not always easy, is it?
Not for me.
But the rewards, they can be life-changing.
Because
You open yourself to incredible possibilities, experiences you never imagined.
Tantra really is about transformation,
That is,
inside and out,
questioning everything you thought you knew.
embracing all of it.
And ultimately,
Yeah.
waking up to who you really are.
Realizing we're all part of this incredible web of life.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
It is. And on that note, we encourage you, our listener, to keep exploring.
Yes.
Read the Vijnanapara of Tantra yourself.
Find teachers.
Ask questions.
And trust yourself.
Trust your own inner wisdom.
That's what Tantra's all about.
It's not about blindly following rules.
It's about finding your path.
Your own awakening.
To the fullness of your being.
And on that note, we'll leave you with this. What if true liberation isn't about escaping the world?
Ooh, I like that.
What if it's about embracing it?
All of it.
The messy, the beautiful, all of it.
What if enlightenment isn't a straight line?
But a spiral.
Taking us deeper and deeper.
To the heart of who we are.
Keep diving deep, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.